on a map that's so close to your house, you want to go there and see what it is. A lot of people have been testing this app out on TikTok and filming where it takes them. There's even a subreddit on Reddit where people go to these locations the map and then post a picture of what they found there. Now, as cool as this does sound, there is a little bit of danger to it. Firstly, because you're traveling to an unknown place, a place you've never been to before. And secondly, because the point on the map is sometimes a person's private property and I would never encourage anybody to go and trespass. But guys, all of what I just said is not even the creepiest part of the app. What's creepy are the pictures and videos that people have been posting about where this app has led them. And basically, I'm going to be using this video to show you some of the places that people have found while using Randonautica. But let me first just show you how you use the actual app itself. So before the app gives you these random map coordinates, it asks you what you want to find, which is so eerie. In the app's own words, it says, what would you like to get? So you can type in anomalies, you can type in something creepy, something paranormal. Some people even put what mood they're in. So they type in sad, happy, scared, peaceful. So it's completely up to you what you type into this app of what you want to find. And then once you've decided that, it says finding a location, focus on your intent. So people say that you literally have to picture in your mind what you want to find, and this app will find that for you. Somehow this app like reads your energy and will just take you there. So it sounds super crazy, but it's worked for so many people, and that's why this app is like blowing people's minds right now. It also gives you a power scale of the location that you're going to, and basically the higher the number, the more likely it's gonna be there. I feel like I would want to use this app to find an anomaly. I feel like that's what I would type in. And if you guys didn't know what that is, an anomaly is something that deviates from what is standard, normal, or expected. So basically something weird or strange. It could also be like a type of phenomenon. So let's jump into what some people have found while using this app. The first encounter I want to talk about is something that happened to a group of kids on TikTok. So something very terrible happened to them while they were using this Randonautica app. So terrible, in fact, that this whole TikTok video was all over the news just a few days ago. You guys might have heard about this or seen this video. I can't actually show the actual TikTok video on my video, so if you would like to go and watch it on your own time, you definitely can. I'll put the username right here. Basically, this group of friends on TikTok downloaded this Randonautica app just to see where it would take them, and they wanted to film their experience. And they put the word travel as their intent on the app. So the app gave them random map coordinates, and when they went and followed the coordinates, it took them to this black suitcase. It had washed up on the shore and was just sort of floating in the water. So these kids decided to go up to it and open it because they were curious to see what was inside. Was it treasure? Was it something expensive? Was it something crazy? So the second they unzipped this suitcase, a terrible smell came out of it. They instantly knew that something was not right, so they called the police. And basically there was this whole crime scene that happened, and what was in the suitcase was not treasure, it was not something cool, it was a person. So as you can imagine, that was a very serious issue, and it's just baffling people around the world how this Randonautica app happened to just take them to that exact spot. Now obviously it's probably some sort of coincidence that that happened, but it's creepy because the word they put in was travel, and a suitcase is something you use when you're traveling. So that's what really creeps me out. And this just shows you that you have no idea where this app is going to take you and what it's going to show you. So let's talk about some other examples of what people have found, and I just want to sort of briefly lighten the mood because that was a very dark experience. So let's talk about a couple examples of some cool things that people have found while using this app. So this person set their intentions as finding something magical. They wanted to find somewhere that would inspire their creativity. So this app brought them to a very beautiful location with water water, grass, and purple flowers. So this person got exactly what they asked for, and it's such a beautiful place. But now what's a little bit creepy is I was looking at the comments under this picture, and people say that purple flowers often represent death. I didn't know this, but apparently it's common to have purple flowers at cemeteries and graveyards because it represents death. Alright, this next person I'm going to show you went randonauting. That's what people say when they use the app. They say they're going randonauting. So this person used the app with their little brother, and the words they typed in was that they wanted to find something beautiful / unexpected. They ended up finding a huge random boat in a beautiful lake. So they both couldn't believe it actually worked, and this is such a beautiful place to find. This next person's intent was happiness. They wanted to find something uplifting and happy. So it literally generated a location of a smiley face on the ground made out of rocks. So that is also so crazy for this person to have found. So now that we've looked at some happy ones to kind of bring up the mood, let's look at some more eerie ones. This next person set their intention as finding something unexplainable. So it led them to this empty chair in the middle of a field, which is definitely very bizarre and eerie to see. This next person set their intent as finding some sort of spirit. It brought them to a spot they used to hang out with an old friend who passed away a couple years ago. So he was so shocked that it took him there. I feel like that would be just so eerie to see. This next person set their intention to find something eerie and unexplainable. The power score was literally 666, and it led them to this exact sign, which is super creepy. What kind of sign says it will end in tears? That's so bizarre. This next person set their intention to find something mystical, and the app took them to this empty ring in a field, which is very cool but also eerie, especially because rings in nature are not always good. People say that when you find some sort of ring in nature, it's created by some sort of dark force. Some say it could be aliens, some say it could be fairy circles, and I have done a whole video on fairy rings, and people are warned not to step inside of them or they will get cursed. Alright, this next person's intentions were set to scary, and that sounds like something I would set my intentions to, and probably will. And this is where it led them, and I honestly want to know what's down that road. It's obviously something kept very secret and private since there's armed security. Maybe that's where they're keeping all the aliens, you never know. This next person set their intention as finding something unexplainable or creepy. They found this old swing set miles away from anything, which is so random. I mean, why would someone need a swing set in the middle of a forest away from any people or houses? So people are becoming very afraid of this app because 90% of the time when you use it, it actually takes you to where you want to go. And people just don't understand how that could possibly work. Some people say that you're basically just manifesting what you want into the world and it happens. There are a lot of people in the world who really do believe in the power of manifestation. So yeah, you could say this app is cool or creepy depending on what you are manifesting. But regardless of how creepy this is, I think Ty and I really do want to try using this app over on our vlog channel. So if you want to see us go on a little adventure, definitely head over and subscribe there. We should be doing that in the next week or so. And if you guys do want to use this app, I really plead with you to be careful, and definitely if you're under 18, make sure your parents go with you. I would suggest going in the daytime, not going too far from home, always having someone with you, making sure your phone is charged. Don't go onto private property, and never do anything unsafe no matter what. Safety comes first, and no matter how cool this app might seem, your safety always comes first. And I just wanted to make it clear I'm not encouraging you guys to use this app. I did a video on my main channel talking all about the creepy new app called Randonautica. So I thought that we would come to a park that's not near our house because I don't want to I don't know, look for scary stuff around my actual house. So we came to a park in cottage country and we're gonna walk around using the app to see what we can find, and then we're gonna get into our car and we're gonna go somewhere using our car. So we're gonna try two different things.
I think there's a town nearby that we can go into.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't lead us into any creepy spots.
Yeah. So
depends on what you're gonna type though.
It does. So if you haven't seen my main channel video, I would suggest pausing this one and going to watch that because it really explains all the details about this app. But just to sum it up for you, basically you download the app and you let it find your location, and it picks a spot randomly on the map that's like 5 to 10 minutes away from you, and you have to put what your intent is. So what you want to find. Do you want to find something scary, something cool? Do you want to find money? Do you want to find a duck? Whatever you want to find, you type into this app and it will take you to that location.
We just got to find the duck that those other guys were looking for
we have
earlier.
To find the duck. So that's why I have my app here right now. I don't know why I feel so creeped out right now.
Because we're on a bridge?
Maybe. Do you want to start off easy and maybe not find something scary at first?
I'd prefer just not to find anything scary at all.
No,
can
we have
just,
to.
Like, can we just put duck?
That'd be funny if it did find a duck for us. No, let's use something more general to start off easier.
How about bridge?
No, we're on the bridge.
I just don't want to walk. It's very hot today.
All right, so I took the app out and it says, what would you like to find? So why don't we do something easy at first and maybe say something weird?
Sure.
Let's do weird. I think the next one I want to do scary, but let's do weird. Okay, so it wants us to focus on our intent so it can find the location. So channel weirdness. Channel weirdness. You want to see something weird? It's gonna find the location for us.
I feel pretty weird right now just recording out in public.
A little bit. Okay, here we go. The power score on this one is really low. It's 1.94. You want to have a high power score. This one's higher, 305. So we're going to open maps and see where this leads us.
So when they say 5 minutes, is it 5 minutes of driving or 5 minutes of walking?
I
really hope it's not 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, it shows the middle of the ocean. Or not the ocean, the lake. The middle of the lake.
Yeah, that's...
We have to try something different. Let's try this one. It gave us 2. Whoa, it keeps choosing the middle of the lake. Hey, this is what's creepy. Usually it chooses different spots, but it keeps choosing the lake, which we can't go out to. I wonder if it's that small island in the middle of the lake.
Something weird's going on in there.
Okay, this is creeping me out. Try this again. We want an anomaly. Let's look for 2. Okay, it's gonna find us more locations. If it keeps saying the lake, I'm gonna be so creeped out. Let's try this again. Ty, that's creepy. That's so creepy because it's supposed to change locations and it's not. No matter what I do, it keeps putting that location on the lake.
It's in the middle of the lake because if we go a bit to the side or wherever, it keeps going.
We're like over here.
Yeah.
So it's creepy how it wants us to go in the middle of the water, which we can't.
Try
oh my
again.
gosh, let's try the next one. These are supposed to be different points.
Oh, there we
okay,
go.
That's in a neighborhood. How far is it though?
I think it's down the path. Okay, it wants us to drive
It's a
there, but we
9-minute
can walk there. Let's go for it.
You wanna go? Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay, we've been walking for a while. We couldn't have the camera on because we're at a beach and everyone's in their swimsuits. But we're about 200 meters away, as you guys can see.
I don't think the camera can really pick it up, but
Okay, it's too sunny out right now. Yeah, we're looking for something weird, and we're a minute away. So we're about
something
to
tells
find
me
out.
we're gonna go there, and there's not gonna be anything weird because the only weird thing there will be us with a camera.
Probably.
Yeah.
So we just heard some really weird noises. I wish the camera caught it. Ty says it might have been a frog,
Well, it sounded like,
but it was these really creepy noises coming from one of these houses or ditches, I think.
I'm thinking it's a frog.